Hello, and how the hell is everyone? And welcome to me build of the Dinky Toys Police Mini Cooper S. It's quite a player-worn version with a broken door, and I got a replacement door for it, and whoever measured it mustn't have took his guide dog in that day, because it was quite a bit short. I made do with it. In hindsight, if I do another and I have to get a door for it, I'll either cut the hinge off and put it on the door I have, the genuine door, or extend the door a little bit. As it is, I've made do with it, as it don't look too bad, but in comparison with the other door, it doesn't fit. Quite disappointed really, considering it's the main one in the country. Got it from Model Supplies, and it's just not a little bit off, it's a huge bit off. Anyway, yeah, I'm punching the rivets on the base as they're not spot on, so just giving them a quick punch. And good tool to have if you haven't got one for punching rivets. Also at the moment, I don't know whether it's with me improving health at this time, but I've not got as many shakes, so that's a bonus, and as if by magic it disappeared. Anyway, here we are. Turn the drill the right way instead of in reverse. And we're just drilling the rivets out. Well, drilling the rivet heads off, I should correctly say, as you don't want to touch the base if you can help it. As it is, on this one, I actually used a washer on the rear. I didn't hit the base plates, the head of the screw just went through the base. So I just backed it up with a washer and all was okay. And here, we've split it into its component parts. The door's off there. Windscreen's coming out as we speak, gradually. There we are, windscreen units out. And all it is made up parts. Bonnet and two doors. Interior, base. I didn't bother stripping the wheels off. I stripped the paint off and buffed it up, as you'll see in a bit. And here I'm drilling the posts out. Now this one, it's a fairly shallow post, but you can get off with it if you angle the drill up into the engine block. I've angled it, it's still come through a little bit, but it's not too bad. It's not immediately noticeable. And here I'm drilling the rear pillar, ready for tapping and accommodating the screw. And there we go, that's that done. And here we go with the tap. I've put a little bit of oil on and tap into it. As you can see, it's at a little bit of an angle up into that engine block. If I'd gone straight, it'd have come out. Still come out a little bit, but it's livable with. I didn't bother using fill, let's put it that way. And here I'm tapping the rear post, which had a lot more to tap. And here we just fit in the screws. Check the base down and they look good, and they're there if I want to while I'm painting. To grab onto where I use mole grips or vice grips in the States, you better know us. And here I'm just dropping the screen in some brake fluid to take the bits of paint off. Somebody brush painted it white over the factory finish. God knows why, but there we go. And here we are in the caustic bath of doom. I do that well. But here we go, it's bubbling. Bubbling away, and you can see the paint peeling. Flicking about. I also, once it had cooled down from the boiling and the heat the caustic put through it, I put the base in with the plastic tyres on. Avoid it, the hottest part of the thing. That was to remove the black paint and dirt. And here I'm using silver water salt to buff up the base and the grill, and on the old Minis you had a trim piece that went all round the edges, around the wheel arches and along the bottom of the doors, and that's where I'm polishing that up, what would have been the trim piece, and the bumpers and the base. There we are, we can see it's nice and clean again. And the wheels, as I were doing the edges of that, got a buffing anyway. And here I've got the Molotov marker out and just using a small brush and painting in the wheels. Make it look nice, bonny and tidy again. This model of Dinky, it was an older model and was also available with the old normal Dinky wheel with a tyre on. But technically, by the time they'd have released this model of Mini, the casting depicts the type of Mini with the door hinges on the outside, and by this time, when this Mini had been out, I think it's an J-Reg, L-Reg, by that time the door hinges were made so the doors were flush, and they'd revised the hinges to the inside of the door. It's an easy way to tell a classic Mini from a newer Mini. The original Mini had the door handles on door hinges on the outside of the door, and also had sliding windows rather than roll down windows. And here I'm brush cleaning the seats and the interior. There is no steering wheel. I'll have to, when model supplies is open again, I'll order one, crack it open and put a steering wheel in. But I felt it didn't detract from the build for people, because it makes up as a nice model anyway. And I wonder, to be honest, how many left the factory where they forgot to put the steering wheel on anyway. Must have been a few. And here I'm just filing the bottom of the replacement door. As I say, I'm not greatly happy with the fit, but it's a good deal shorter than it needs to be. But at the end of the day, I could have extended it or used the hinge off the new door and fitted it onto the old door with super glue and a locating pin. And here we're just putting it in primer, spraying some grey primer on doors and bonnets and etc. The body's being done. There we go, I should be bringing another door up on it in a second. There we go, some more primer. And that'll be laid down in turn on the door, turntable again. There we go. And next up we'll be putting the white, oh no. Next up's finishing the grey primer, doing the bonnet. Getting ahead of myself then, I thought we were getting onto the white spraying stage. And here we are, it's being sprayed white. And I also spray over the top of the doors and bonnet on my turntable. I think if you notice, I think my light's flickering. I've yet to find lighting I find ideal for filming. These aren't too bad, but I think I'll get a studio set. And here I'm putting on stickers. They weren't fantastically lined up, but then I reckon they wouldn't have been fantastically lined up at the factory anyway. With the amount they used to go through in a day, I don't think lining up was one of the huge priorities, as long as they were roughly in the right place. When you do thousands, I'm only doing one. When you get a person that's doing thousands in a day, you're not going to stand there and get everyone hugely accurately lined up. So it probably looks pretty factory. Look, bloody hell! Try saying that. It probably looks pretty factory accurate. Jesus, it took long enough that. Anyway, there we go. One on the door. And here we go. One on the last door. I'd have preferred decals, to be honest, but it was stickers on the original, so it's restored as original. But decals would have been easier to position, nice and accurate. Like I say, it would have probably never been like that in factory. And there I'm just sanding the windscreen unit, ready to buff, then dip in the polish. And starting to look nice. The paint's off and it'll be good with a buff and dipping polish. And here I am using my bog pole solid polish. Seems to last a lot longer than tube stuff as well. Tubed or tinned polish or in jars. You just zip the wheel on it and get what you need. Far more economical. And here we go, dipping into the polish for a nice shine. Give it a swirl round, then a shake off. Then I put it onto the tissue at the side. close the jar up and put it to back a bench again till it's needed again. And there we go, looking smart again. And there we go, I've put some jewels in the headlights. Cracking little model. When you think how much went into these in factory, they were really reasonably priced back in the day. I'll have to do a price conversion, work out what they cost today. Be a damn sight more than the Chinese ones anyway. And here I'm painting tail lights in. I've done amber for the indicators and red for the stop tail. Anyway, a look back at where we started. A battered, rough and play-worn police mini from Dinky. And a look at where we finished up. Very, very tidy and very nice indeed. I'm pleased with the result, all bar that slightly wrongly measured door by Model Supplies. It still fits, but it is a little bit off compared to the other one. It doesn't actually look too bad on the turntable, but when you compare it to that one and it spins round, it's a gap like the cheddar gorge. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye for now and take care.